says here in the figure below, PQUW is a square, right? So we see a square over here, and QRSV is a rhombus. QW is parallel to RT over here. Okay. So that means that's a parallelogram. QRS is 70 and WUS is a straight line. Find VRT. VRT. So VRT is this whole thing. Let me just draw a line over here. Okay, so how do we solve this? Oops, VRT is this, the red line, the smaller one. Okay, first is that we know, let me just draw maybe in purple that QRSV, right, is a rhombus. Okay, so we also know that the 70 degrees over here is one side of the rhombus. Okay, so that means the adjacent side, which is this over here, okay, we can just put RSV. So angle RSV, angle, right, RSV is equal to 180 minus 70 is equal to 110. Okay, so 110 degrees. Oops, go to 110 degrees. Degrees. So it's over here. Okay, so 110 degrees. Right, so I'm gonna put this in purple as well. Then to also not get confused, I'm gonna put here as 70, so this is easier to see. So 70, I'm gonna put it outside like this. Okay, so this whole thing is 70 as well. Okay, so now we know that this is 70, it's 110. The next thing is, because we also can see that this triangle, this whole triangle, if we can get these two parts of the triangle, then we can get this. Okay, next thing is that we see there is a halfway line. Okay, so I'm gonna draw purple, but maybe in dotted, right? This dotted line, okay, over here. So angle VRS. So angle VRS is basically half of uh, the rhombus, which is also means that is also means half of 70 degrees. Oh yeah, degrees, which is equal to 70, okay, times half, which is equal to 35 degrees in this case, right? So is half of the rhombus, also means that 70 35 degrees. Okay, so half of this, let me make this into green as well, like this. So this okay, so this over here is 35 degrees. Okay, that's what I say over here. Since we know this is 35 and this is 100, then that means this is also 35. Okay, opposite. So this is an isosceles. So RVS, okay, so V angle RVS is the same as VRS. Okay, is equal to 35 degrees as well. What you see over here. Okay, so this is also 35. Okay, so basically half a rhombus makes one isosceles triangle. Okay, that means we are 0, then 35 degrees. Okay, so now we know that this is 35 degrees. Okay, so the next thing is that can we get this angle over here? Right, where is this? Where is my, oops. Can we get this angle over here? How do we get this angle? So the thing is that we also know that QW is parallel to RT. So QW, so I'm gonna draw this out. QW is parallel to RT. That's what you see over here. Okay. So at the same time, what do you think this angle is? So this angle, right, is half of the the square over here. Okay, so PQWU is a not yeah, it's a square. Then QWU, so angle QWU is half of a uh, right angle or 90 degrees. So that means, which means it's equal to 90 times half, which is 45 degrees. Okay, QWU is bracket like this, right? Okay, so now we know that this is 45. This is 45 degrees. Okay, over here. So that means we can get this is VTR. Okay, so angle. So QWTR. So QWTR is a trapezium, since QW is parallel to RT over here. So that means uh, VTR, so angle, right? Angle VTR is equal to 180 minus 45. This will give 135 degrees. So I see over here. Okay, so this will then gives 135 degrees. 135. Okay, so now we know this angle and we know this angle. We can find our angle that we're looking for, VRT. Okay, so VRT is equal to, in this case, is basically 180 minus 35 over here, minus 35, right, to get this red one. So 180 minus 135 minus 35, which is basically 180 minus 170, is equal to 10 degrees. There you go. So that's your answer, 10 degrees.